Hello students, welcome. Previously, lesson 29, form 3 topic 2, we were dealing with the sixth aim of direct titration, which was determining the percentage purity of the analyte. So today, lesson 30, we are going to go to the last aim of direct titration, which is Roman G, or aim number 7, that is determining the water of crystallization of the analyte. Examples. Number 1, we are told 10.08 grams of ethanoic acid, which is written like that, crystals were dissolved in water and made to 1 centimeter cube solution. So we are told 25 centimeter cube of this solution was completely neutralized by 20 centimeter cube of 0.2 molar sodium hydroxide solution. So calculate part A of the question. We are told the molarity of the acid, part B, the value of N in ethanoic acid. So to start, first of all, we are supposed to look for the number of moles of sodium hydroxide. Thereafter, we are going to get the number of moles of the ethanoic acid by using the mole ratio. Remember, ethanoic acid is also known as oxalic acid, and it is a diabasic acid. So that means the mole ratio between sodium hydroxide and a diabasic acid is 2:1 respectively. Thereafter, we are supposed to look the molarity of the acid or ethanoic acid by using the formula moles, which we have obtained from the mole ratio multiplied by 1000 and divided by the volume used, which is 25 centimeter. That's how we are going to get part A of our question. So let's go on and do. We start with, first of all, moles of sodium hydroxide. How do you get moles? Moles is given by molarity, which is 0.2, multiplied by volume, which is 20 here, and divided by 1000. So here we are going to get 0.04 moles of sodium hydroxide. That's the first step. Next step, we're supposed to look for the mole ratio between sodium hydroxide and also ethanoic acid. So I told you it is sodium hydroxide ratio ethanoic acid. The mole ratio is 2:1. Okay, reason being, this is a diabasic acid, or you can write that equation, we can write up here, and we can have sodium hydroxide reacting with oxalic acid. So the product that we are going to get is called sodium oxalate, which is written like this, plus water. So to balance this equation, we have to put 2 here, and we have to put 2 here. So the mole ratio between sodium hydroxide ratio ethanoic acid will be 2:1. So we know the number of moles of sodium hydroxide. We have gotten 0.04. So what about the number of moles of the ethanoic acid? So we are going to get here 0.04 multiplied by 1, then divided by 2. So here we get 0.02 moles of ethanoic acid. So if we have the number of moles of ethanoic acid, we can get molarity. So molarity is given by the formula for calculating molarity. Molarity is given by moles times 1000 over volume used. So our moles is 0.02 multiplied by 1000, which was in the formula, divided by the volume of the ethanoic acid, which is 25, because we are told 25 centimeter cube of this solution was neutralized. Okay, let's move. It is 25 here. So here we are going to get 0.08 mole, M capital letter. That will be our first answer, the molarity of ethanoic acid. Okay, but B of the question, we are told calculate the value of X in ethanoic acid. So if we are supposed to get X, we have to get, first of all, the RFM of the ethanoic acid, and the formula for calculating RFM was concentration in gram per liter over molarity, or mass in gram per liter over molarity. That's the formula. Thereafter, we get the RFM. When we get the RFM of the ethanoic acid, we look for the RAM of that X, or the value of X. So we start, first of all, by writing the formula. We are going to start to write the formula for calculating RFM. Told you you can write mass in grams per liter, or in grams per decimeter cube, over molarity. Okay, what is our value of mass in grams per liter? If you check the question, we are told 10.08 grams of ethanoic acid crystals were dissolved in water and made to 1 centimeter cube. So this 10.08 gram is the mass in gram per decimeter cube. So we're having 10.08 divided by the molarity. Remember, we have gotten molarity 0.08, so 0.08. When we put this one in the calculator, we are going to get 126 as our RFM. So we are going to say this is part B and this was part A. Okay, so we are going to say the formula for that ethanoic acid crystals is H2C2O4 dot X of water. All of this will be equal to 126. So next, the RM of hydrogen is 1 multiplied times 2 plus the RM of carbon is 12 times 2 plus the RM of oxygen is 16 times 4 plus, then we have X open bracket, the RM of hydrogen is 1 times 2 plus the RM of oxygen is 16 close bracket. All this will be equal to 126. So next, let's add all these values up to here. Those will be equal to 90 plus. So we have here 2 plus 16, that's 18 times x, that's 18x, will be equal to 126. So let's collect the like terms. So we are going to have 18x, which will be equal to 126 minus 90. So 18x will be equal to 36. So if we want to get x, we are supposed to say divided by 18 divided by 18. That means x will be equal to 2. That will be the value of x in that ethanoic acid. So we go next question. Question number 2. We are told 57.2 grams of hydrated sodium carbonate were dissolved in water and made up to 1 liter of solution. Full stop. 20 centimeter cube of 1.5 molar hydrochloric acid completely reacted with 75 centimeter cube sample of the sodium carbonate solution. Full stop. We are told determine the value of N. So the procedure is the same as that question number 1 that we have done earlier on. So first of all, we start by looking the number of moles of the standard solution, which is the hydrochloric acid, because here we are told 20 centimeter cube of 1.5 molar hydrochloric acid. So we are going to start first of all by looking moles of hydrochloric acid. Moles is given by molarity, which is 1.5, multiplied by volume, which is 20, divided by 1000. So here we are going to get 0.03 moles of hydrochloric acid. That's the first step. Next step, we have to get the mole ratio between sodium carbonate and also hydrochloric. Write the reaction between sodium carbonate solution and also dilute hydrochloric acid, aqueous. Here we are going to get sodium chloride solution plus water, liquid plus carbon dioxide, gas. We have to balance the equation by putting 2 there and also 2 on the side of sodium chloride. So next, let us see the mole ratio between sodium carbonate ratio hydrochloric acid. So it is 1:2. So we have gotten the number of moles of hydrochloric acid here to be 0.03. So what about the number of moles of the sodium carbonate? So it will be 1 times 0.03. We have cross multiplied and we divide by 2. So here we are going to get 0.015 moles of sodium carbonate. Sodium carbonate. That's what we are going to get here. So next, let's try to see. We can do next step here 2 ways. One way we can say, let's calculate the molarity of the hydrated sodium carbonate by using the formula moles times 1000 or the volume used. So the volume used is 75. Or else we can relate and we can say 75 centimeter cube of the sodium carbonate solution gives us number of moles of 0.015 moles. So we can say, what about 1 liter? Because this mass has been dissolved in water and the solution was made to 1 liter. So the two will give us the same answer. So we can say here, we can relate 75 centimeter cube of sodium carbonate solution can give us 0.015 moles. So we can say, what about 1 liter, which is equal to 1000 centimeter cube? What moles can it give us? In other words, the molarity is what we're talking about. So this will be equal to 1000 multiplied by 0.015, then divided by 75. So here we are going to get 0.2 moles. We are going to get 0.2 moles. So next step, we have to go and look for the RFM of the sodium or the hydrated sodium carbonate. So how do you get RFM? We have to go next RFM. So RFM will be equal to mass divided by number of moles or moles. So in our case, the mass of sodium carbonate or hydrated sodium carbonate is 57.2, then divided by our moles, which is 0.2. So this one will give us 286 as our RFM. So we can have the formula of the hydrated sodium carbonate. It's written like this. So all this will be having an RFM of 286. So we know the RM of sodium, it is given in brackets, so 23 times 2, plus the RM of carbon, which is 12, plus the RM of oxygen, which is 16, times 3, plus, then we have N, open bracket, hydrogen is 1 RM times 2, plus the RM of oxygen is 16. All this will be equal to 286. So next, let's add this side. We are going to get 106. That means adding 23 times 2 plus 12 plus 16 times 3 will give you 106 plus. So in bracket, we are going to get 18. 18 times N, we are going to have 18N. This will be equal to 286. So next, let's collect the like terms together. We are going to say 18N will be equal to 286 minus 106. So 18N will be equal to 180. If we want to get N, we divide by 18 here, then we divide here by 18. That means the value of N is 10. That will be the value of N. That's the end of our video.